Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what would happen if everyone you've ever masturbated to were in the same room? Room. You mean stadium. I see you have internet access. I see you have internet access as well. I'd probably start masturbating. I suppose it was inevitable. We knew what was coming. Suddenly I realize, I have a type. Edit, so some have been asking, what is my type? Thing is, never thought I had one until this question. Because they people I have been interested in have varied greatly over the years, including age, race, hair color, complexion, etc. But, overwhelmingly male, blonde, 5'7" to 5'11", stocky, tattoos are a bonus but not necessary, and is a doofus / slightly moronic / dingbat, etc. Stack of aim pictures appears in room. I hate when that happens. If they don't know why they're in the room, okay. If they do, I'm probably dead. Imagine not knowing why, and everyone has to figure out what they have in common. You are the mole who has to misdirect them as long as you can. Half of us have been in porn, that has to mean something, right? I wouldn't jump to conclusions. You can find all sorts of patterns in a small sample size. 800 is a small sample size. Also, you, and only you, seem to know a lot of the women here. Sure, it's suspicious that a lot of the people here consist of women I've worked with, went to school with, my older sister's friends that slept over when I was 12, and film stars that did nude scenes from 1999 to 2004, but how do you explain sweet, old Mrs. Jenkins? And what about you, Chuck? Let's be reasonable, guys. Well, I did text you that picture of my butt in a thong one time to make you think it was your high school crush, who seems to be here 123 times in various outfits and planes of reality, and everyone knows Mrs. Jenkins has an ass that won't quit. Get him. Edit, grammar and part 2. Okay, most of you have turned against me, but I can tell some of you aren't ready to take out the pitchforks just yet. Michelle, we're strictly platonic friends. Why would you be here? That's so silly. Head of my friend Rachel on the body of my friend Hannah, surely there's some reason nature has contorted you together into one unholy yet heavenly package. And it has nothing to do with this. Reflection of myself when I look good after a shower, me, you know me better than anyone. And luckily, you can't talk. That's what's so damn sexy about you. Sims character with a bootleg nude patch, old friend, do you really believe this craziness or are you just mad I forgot to put a ladder in your pool? Drawing of boobs on a receipt, okay, I gotta get out of here. Best game show idea ever. Edit, thank you for the silver. That room would be, on average, quite attractive. But the mere presence of you will be able to bring it down quite a bit. Well played, good sir. Czech and Russian stars struggling to chat with my workmates. Duh. We're gonna need a bigger room. Oh, somebody's got a shark fetish. Chandler, is that you? What I like best about this idea is that there'd be real people and cartoon people like it's XXX Roger Rabbit. This is a good question, would voices become people or stay disconnected? How about words on a page? If I jacked it to Lincoln, 2012, would it be Lincoln himself or Daniel Day-Lewis in character? The fire department would be called for an occupancy violation. Sorry, they're busy in my room. I think all my friends would wonder where their mums had gone. Ha yes. Jokes on op. That's every high school boy every day of high school. Jesus Christ, I now remember this one guy classmate I have when I was in first year. I caught him jerking off a few times during our general science class. We weren't even discussing anatomy that time. We were discussing earth science. O_O. /r/earth porn. I know. I am one lol. I would have to say all you lovely ladies are probably wondering why you're here with me and Ryan Reynolds. Thank you for increasing the visibility of straight men unashamed of their homoerotic celebrity fantasies. Aaron Eckhart, man. It's that jawline. My sister is going to wonder why my aunt is there. Granny's delighted to get the family back together again though. /r/old school cool. Serious question, is it really that weird to masturbate to your sister? Like I would never fuck her in the real world, but when fantasizing it is just such a taboo and unrealistic thing that it becomes kinda sexy. Maybe I'm just weird, I'm not from Alabama though. Edit, thanks for the input everyone, I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, that's really fucking weird. Commenting here for the Tifu by asking if it's okay to whack it to my sister, on my main account. Never speak of this again. Only my wife would be in the room. She knows my account. Why is she in my room too? I too choose this man's wife. I am hoping there would be an orgy. So many people have said this, yet most of us as a horny middle schooler we probably beat it to a crush, and the op said they don't age so. Thought about that too, for some there would be a progression in age between the same people. So many mirrors. I love me. For a sec I thought you said so many minors and was getting my downvote button ready. Oh my, I read that as minors as well. Approach the animated ones. For science. I mean, assuming they have the personality of what you saw of them, a lot of them would probably be really into you, I hope. I mean, just being nice to a name girl once is enough to make them fall in love apparently. Do they age? As a 50-plus Redditor, some of the laureates of my early faps must be wrinkly. They appear in the same way as when you beat it to them. You've helped many older Redditors get their rocks off without worry. They wouldn't know I masturbated to them, right? Yay, they don't know. Well, about to find out, unzips. I'd have my hands full. I feel you, bro. I feel you. A huge, sloppy fuckfest. My vaginal would be pounded so raw that after the first hour I would need a transplant. Well, you just earned yourself a spot in my room. Yeah, my wife had a UT scoop about 3 years ago, so now she can ram ham with the best of them. A what now? I'm never calling it anything besides a UT scoop now, thanks. I'd make a speech about life which is extremely short, then try to persuade them to turn this room into orgy. Roll a charisma check with disadvantage. Alright, you need a 38 to pass and you're rolling 2d4. I would hate to have my ex-wife and boyfriend in the same room, among other things. I don't like your comment in combination with your username. I appreciate your concern. Family reunion, yaoi. Guitar riff asterisk. Sweet Home Alabama. Spontaneous ejaculation. Hopefully the walls could break outwards, otherwise, around the halfway point it would look like a room full of Hamburger Helper. Holy shit, I thought I was the only one who jerked it to Hamburger Helper. It costs you $0 not to say that. I suppose you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today. Well, the dead ex-wife might put a damper on things for a minute, but I'm sure we'd make do. I also choose this guy's dead wife. They would all get the chance to masturbate to me. Oh, how the tables have turned. I am die. Nice. The girl next door would question why the horse was there. Damn, if only I were in there with them. I'm missing out on a sexy room, a lot of porn stars, like a lot. Quick, jerk off to yourself just to be safe. Just real quick, would I get one Danny DeVito? Or a whole room of Danny DeVitos? Need to know about his alter egos as well. I hope they're separate. Each individual character would appear. Dude, I already live with my sister. Asterisk country music starts playing asterisk. S. Suddenly the room explodes from the thousands of bodies that suddenly appeared within it. Body parts and viscera go flying as well as whatever the walls were made of. I stare in horror at the carnage and never want to jerk it again. Unless. Sigh unzips. Our moms would be so mad, dude. Our. I'ma need a Costco. Well, my wife's been wanting to meet up with her sisters lately, so at least one positive thing may come of it. I love how you guys are all my high school crushes and porn stars, lol. Mate, I'd have that. Old cutouts from magazines, that middle-aged French woman who looked at me once, some sofa beds, my mailman's voice, most of the Witcher cast, a few bus drivers, that shy girl in the office, a fresh glass of lemonade on a hot day, etc. Most of the Witcher cast. Can't agree more, that show had my ass quaking. Lots of Americans are now wondering why they are in Rio de Janeiro, but I bet they'll enjoy the 40 degrees Celsius here. Hey, can you masturbate to me real quick? I need a vacation. Okay, gimme half an hour. If they're Americans, they'll ask the fuck is Celsius. Or they can do that conversion and wonder who the fuck thinks 104 is pleasant. There would be so much ass in that room. Just ass. No legs or upper bodies. The room would turn from 3D to 2D. Symbol picture. Just kidding. Fire marshals would shut that happening down before it ever happened due to fire prevention reasons. My studio apartment would collapse into the garage it's built upon. Maybe 3 people I actually know. Some random darts on the internet and then a shit ton of AIM characters. Now here's the question. Do fake characters get transported as well? That I wanna know. I'd be willing to jack off to AIM characters for the sole purpose of transporting them to the real world. I've had a good think about this and decided that cartoons or animations would come to life as real people for this room.